Today, here with me, recent PhD graduates from Caltech who received the degrees just a few months ago. But coming back to that moment, so you decided to apply, right? And then, right after all the interviews, you passed, right? You got an invitation. You traveled to Estonia, and then, I mean, you come to Estonia. What are your impressions? What are the memorable moments? Something special?
Yeah. So for me, well, I arrived in January,
Okay.
right in the middle of middle of winter. It was full of snow, very cold weather, but at the same time, it was very exciting and new for me. So uh, uh, the environment was exciting by itself, and
I still believe that Estonia has the best summer in the whole Europe, right? It's not going too hot. It's not like the water is so pleasant and everything. But the main problem was that I was quite a night owl, so I used to stay awake during night. There was no night here, right? So it's like it's all bright during the day, and I was like trying to figure out. My body was trying to figure it out, right? And it was quite, I would say, a good experience because it was the beginning of my PhD. And with all those stresses and whatsoever, I had 24 hours per day to work on my thesis. So I was feeling so happy about it.
Okay.
scalability of reliability assessment for deep learning is quite a big problem. So what does it mean? It means that we have very large models, very complex systems that are running, and then we need to understand the impact of faults, which is randomly happening in many possible locations. So we are facing with a very huge space of study, and given the fact that the complexity of the systems and models is fastly growing, this problem is getting bigger and bigger. So, so I would say this was back then a problem, and it still is a problem. And during my study, I tried to solve some of these issues by proposing, for example, one method that we call it deep vigor, where we are trying to analyze the fault resiliency of the models in a very fast and accurate way.
I believe science is art. And why I'm saying that, to be a good artist or to be a good scientist, you should be creative and thinking out of the box, right? And the reason is that when you look at the systems, we don't have any perfect system. AI is not perfect. It has its inaccuracies, it has its huge amount of data redundancy and whatsoever. So I believe that if you want to come up with the new way of enhancing reliability, you should first understand the drawbacks of the system. And sometimes it aligns with improving the efficiency of your system and in the same time reaching out to an enhanced reliable system in the same time. So these achievements are not contradictory, and sometimes you can bring them together.
Well, there are some good moves that are being happening at the moment. We have this chip center recently opened, which is a very big promising event that happened, and it shows that, yeah, from the like politicians in Estonia, they are thinking about it. They see it as a very big and important potential for the future of the company, and it's a game-changing plan, because in few years, when a country doesn't have this technology, then you might lag behind. You never know, but this is like the trend of the technology where we are going. Uh, it is very promising, but at the same time, Estonia needs to support the related research projects, the related industry, to make it as good as the software ecosystem that we have here.
So now, if you touch this, you did your PhD, right? Will you stay in Estonia or will you move?
Yeah, I'm staying in Estonia, of course. So knowing the fact that these good things are happening now, it is shedding light on the future that we will have more opportunities, of course. And plus, I love Estonia. I love living in this country. Uh, so both are somehow convincing me to continue living here.
I would like to check something about something that in your PhD journey made you smile.
I was so nervous, right, about what I'm doing, and I was spending a lot of hours at the office. And this poor security gentleman, he wasn't aware that there is one lost student at the department that is staying overnight, right? So he usually casually come and check the doors at 12, and I usually spend time in darkness, so I work in darkness. And apparently he decided to come and double check if our office is open or closed. And it was the moment that we got to know that we both are in the same place. And it was a moment of a scream. So I was like, what? He was like, what? And then later he was very cautious about coming there all the time, knocking and checking if I'm there or not. But I would say that my most advice to the future coming PhD students, or the ones who are hesitating, is that don't be worried, you can make it. And don't think that you're incompetence. Nobody is not incompetence. It's just about dedication. It's just about, you don't need to be genius. You just need to be dedicated.